My Way Teaching Aids Private Limited.
Social. Grade 7 Unit 2. The Delhi Sultans. Sultans of Delhi. Delhi has been the capital city for several kingdoms of many years. It is centrally located on the banks of the Yamuna. The various rulers of the Delhi Sultanate are dynasties that ruled Delhi. The period from 1206-1526 CE is called the period of the Delhi Sultanate. During this period, 5 different dynasties ruled the Delhi region. They are the Slave dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty, the Lodi dynasty. Sources: the coins, architecture of buildings, mosques, and accounts of foreign travelers and court chroniclers give us a lot of information about the state of development and activities of the people of those times. Hassan Nizami, a migrant from Ghazni, provides us information about Kutubuddin Aibak. The literary works of Minhaj-i-Siraj, called Tabaqat-i-Nasiri, tell us about the Delhi Sultans. The Slave Dynasty. Rulers of the Slave Dynasty: Kutubuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, Rajia Sultan, Ghiyasuddin Balban. Kutubuddin Aibak. Kutubuddin Aibak was the founder of the Slave Dynasty. He was a slave of Muhammad Ghori and helped him in winning the Second Battle of Tarain in 1192 CE. Aibak was also famous for his generosity and was called a Lakbaksh, giver of lakhs. Iltutmish. Iltutmish was the son-in-law of Kutubuddin Aibak. He was able to check the Mongol invasion from the northwest frontier with his diplomatic skills. He divided the empire into iktas, provinces, which were given to the nobles, and they had to maintain law and order and collect revenues from the iktas. Rajia Sultan. Rajia Sultan was the first and last Muslim woman ruler to sit on the throne of Delhi. After the death of Iltutmish, his son Ruskunuddin was placed on the throne, but he was incompetent and poor in administration. Rajia marched towards Bhatinda to quell the rebellion along with her trusted Malik Yaqut, but they were waylaid and Yaqut was killed, and she was imprisoned. Rajia married Altunia, and then they both tried to overthrow Bahrain from Delhi but failed and got killed. After Rajia Sultan, a number of weak sultans came to the throne of Delhi until 1266 CE. Ghiyasuddin Balban. He was one of the great rulers of the slave dynasty and followed the policy of blood and iron. He introduced an efficient spy system to keep a watch on the activities of the nobles, governors, and other officials. He put forward the policy of divine rights for the kings, according to which the Sultan is the representative of God on earth. Khalji Dynasty. Rulers of the Khalji Dynasty: Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji, Alauddin Khalji. Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji. Jalaluddin Khalji, who was the commander of the army under the grandson of Balban, took advantage of the situation and laid the foundation of the Khalji dynasty as rulers of Delhi. Alauddin Khalji. He was a great military commander and administrator. He had ambitions to be a world conqueror like Alexander. Prohibited the sale of wine and restricted the social gatherings of nobles. Confiscated the properties of the nobles which they had received as gifts or grants. Establishing a system of godowns to store grains after crops and release the same when required. Revenue policy. To ensure that he maintained enough stocks of food and had enough money for his army, he raised the tax level to 50% of the produce of the peasants. This was known as Kharaj. Security of the northwest frontiers. To secure his kingdom, He repaired the old forts on the northwest frontiers and appointed special gunners. Strong armies were stationed at Multan, and the responsibility of defending the borders was given to experienced generals like Zafar Khan and Malik Kafur. Tughlaq dynasty. Rulers of the Tughlaq dynasty: Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Heroz Shah Tughlaq, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. A war of succession broke out after Alauddin Khalji's death, and the power ultimately went to Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. He ascended to power after assassinating Khusru. The famous fort of Tughlaqabad was built by him. He died accidentally in 1325 CE, and his son Muhammad bin Tughlaq became ruler. Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a great poet, scholar, devout Muslim and brave general. He did not allow the ulema to dominate him. He followed the policy of annexation. Even today, if any person of authority gives out an order that is incorrect and unplanned, it is called as Tughluki Farman by people. Taxation in Doab. Muhammad bin Tughlaq needed money to expand his kingdom. He increased the tax on the Doab area, which was very fertile. The revenue collectors insisted on collecting the tax and tried to use force. As the timing of the increase in taxation was inappropriate, the ruler became very unpopular. Use of token currency. Tughlaq issued copper coins and kept their value at par with the gold and silver ones that were in circulation earlier. The people kept the original silver coins with them, but Tughlaq realized his mistake about the failure of his scheme and withdrew the entire currency. Transfer of capital. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad because Delhi was repeatedly under threat of attack by the Mongols. He himself also moved to Daulatabad. Muhammad bin Tughlaq faced rebellion in different parts of his empire during the last few years of his reign. He died in 1351 CE due to illness. Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was succeeded by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He tried to improve agriculture and worked for the welfare of the peasants. Loans were waived off in cases of droughts. He constructed a number of canals and wells to provide good irrigation facilities. He also built some important towns like Hisar, Jaunpur, and Ferozabad. He imposed jizya, a tax on non-Muslims. The invasion of Timur. Timur's invasion gave a severe blow to Tughlaqs in 1398 CE. Timur was Turkish chief who ruled over a large empire in Central Asia. Sayyid dynasty. Khizr Khan, Mubarak Shah, Muhammad Shah, Alam Shah. Once Timur left India and returned to his empire, the throne of Delhi was left to the hands of his deputy Khizr Khan. Khizr Khan established the Sayyid dynasty. Lori dynasty. Rulers of the Lori dynasty: Bahlul Lori, Sikandar Lori, Ibrahim Lori. Sikandar dynasty. Bahlul Lori, an Afghan, laid the foundation of the Lori dynasty. He was succeeded by Sikandar Lori, who is regarded as the greatest king of the Lori dynasty. Ibrahim Lori. Ibrahim Lori, the son of Sikandar Lori, succeeded his father in 1517 CE. He became unpopular among the nobles as he tried to replace some of the order by nobles and punished some prominent ones. Ibrahim Lori was killed and the Delhi Sultanate came to an end, and the era of Mughal rule commenced. Causes of decline. The Delhi Sultanate saw its decline in the early 16th century. But the reason for this decline can be various policies that gradually weakened their rule. Lack of rules of succession. There were no fixed rules of succession in the dynasties. Power of the nobles. The nobles became powerful by having provinces to rule or control. Policies of arrogance. There were many rulers who were extremely autocratic and harsh on the people. Inconsistency of policies. Each ruler brought his own policies.
Thanks for watching this video.